Okay, guys, I think I'm live. If you are on here, if you would please leave me a comment and let me know that you're on here. I'm just still trying to get everything set up. There's a little bit of a lag. I know it takes a minute or two for everybody to get on, so I'm just gonna kill time while we're waiting. Make sure that I have everything set up. It looks like I'm live. I look very pale. I feel like I need to start tanning again, you guys. Not gonna lie. Okay, let me get back to where I need to be. I have a super cute card I'm gonna share with you guys today. Hey, Deanna. Can you hear and see me okay? I'm just waiting. Hey, Marilyn. See, it's not even showing me on my end that I have anybody on here, but I see your guys' comments, so you have to be, right? I'm just waiting for somebody to say that they can hear and see me, and I'll get started, you guys. Today's card might take a little bit of time. There's some watercoloring and heat embossing. And unfortunately, I do have to work today, so I have to get done on time. Okay, thanks, Deanna. And Deanna, I want to tell you, I probably should post this on our team page, but I have your stamp set for the Whimsical Trees, and the reason I haven't mailed it yet is because I'm sending you a special package with that. Thanks, Marilyn. And I'm trying to figure something out on the packaging for that. I'll just say that, okay? I am going to try my best to get it done over the weekend, and I'll get it out to you as soon as I possibly can. Hopefully before the weekend, but if not, for sure, I will put it in the mail on Monday for you. I'm very sorry for the holdup for that. But it's very frustrating what I can't figure out. Hey, Kathy. Today was a crazy morning, you guys. I have to tell you, it is just... Hey, Barb. So crazy. We could pre-order today from the new upcoming catalog, the January to June mini catalog. There is a last chance items now. There is a clearance rack refresh. It's like, phew, mind blown this morning. My husband had to come home. We have Yorkies, and the littlest one only weighs about 4 pounds. And he can't clip her nails by himself. And so he ran home really quick on one of his breaks for me to hold her so he could do that, because she got her little toe tangled up in her hair, and that's not good. A couple of times this morning before he left, he can't do it by himself. She is very squirmy. You are welcome, Deanna. I just feel bad that it's taken me as long as it is to get it. Well, first I had to order it and get it received from Stampin' Up, the little thing that I'm sending you. And then I don't like the packaging it's in, so I come up with something of my own, and I'm trying to figure out now how to make that work for me. Okay, guys, let's get started. I've jabbered long enough. My name is Bobby. If this is your first time joining, I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the US, and I have been doing these YouTube lives every week now on Wednesday at noon. I used to do them on Facebook, but I kind of like this platform, so I've just been posting on my Facebook page about it and then going live here. It's just so much easier, I feel like. Hey, Kathy. Oh gosh, she said there's at least 3 additional Stampin' Up! Lives at this time. My goodness, this is a busy time of day. Okay, guys, so anyway, I am a U.S. demonstrator in the United States, and I do these every week. If you see me looking down, I have notes. I don't want to miss telling you guys anything today. I'm going to jump right in and tell you our Prize Patrol winner from last week. And how you can be entered in the Prize Patrol, guys, is leave a comment here on this YouTube video. Share the YouTube video. If you're not subscribed to my channel, subscribe. I have a random comment picker that picks my winners for me, and I just do this random every night at midnight on Tuesdays to see who the winner is. So that way I can get my graphic ready and announce it on today's. So it is Carol Schaefer. And Carol, you won the Be Jolly stamp set, as I showed last week. If you will email me your mailing address, I will get this out in the mail to you. My email is Bobbie, BOBBIE 15 stamps@gmail.com. Okay, so that is her prize. And then Colleen won the festive foliage, but she hasn't claimed it yet. But I remembered before I went live, and I tagged her. So that way, hopefully she will see that and she will get her information to me. Now for next week's prize patrol, you guys, I'm going to give you the option of what you win, and you tell me what you want, and I'll tell you why. I have the Joyful Life stamp set. This one is super cute. Or you can have the Counting Sheep and Sheep Dies. This was Celebration last year, and I believe this one was $100 that you had to spend to earn this for free. So this is brand new, never opened. It's the Counting Sheep stamp set and the dies, okay? So that will be next week. You'll have a decision to make on which one of those you want. Let me, hold on a minute, guys. I'm trying to put everything back in order so I don't mess it up when I have to go mailing those. I like to keep little post-it notes. Hey, Jessica. Okay, so my new host code for December is right there. And Janet, you're on here. You're going to love me for this. Did not know that this was even a thing, but I found out last week after I went live that you can generate, I'm trying to put these stamp sets out of my, hold on a minute, guys. They keep falling towards me where I was putting them. So I found out last week after my live that I can generate a host code and link it. So all you have to do is click on it, and it automatically takes you shopping with me, and it automatically applies that host code for you. It is on my Facebook post about this, so with the December host code that I just put on there this morning. And then you can also visit my blog, and it is there under the free make and takes. So it will always be in those two places. But I will tell you also, Janet, somebody told me when you go to the store and you're shopping with me, hit your cart. First thing, just hit your cart, and it'll tell you who you're shopping with. And then right there, it will tell you to put the host code in and then shop. And then that, they said that that makes it easier. But I actually called Stampin' Up and talked to them about this. And that's who told me about that you can generate that automatic. And I tested it out yesterday before I posted it. I clicked on it. I wasn't signed into my account, and it took me right to my store, and I was shopping with me, and I looked up and the host code was already entered. So Janet, you are quite welcome. Thanks for bringing that question up though, because that helped me learn something new. So there's the host code again. And the reason I share this host code is because if you shop with me in my online store and you place a qualifying order, you earn my free make and take packets. And for the month of December, let me see if I can grab them. I have so much stuff, you guys, right here. So this is make and take one. If you spend $25, you'll earn this free make and take packet. Boy, that looks dark. I'm not sure why. I think I can turn a light on. Maybe that will help. So this, and I package them. And there is a little misprint, you guys. I put BC Designs Card Club. I forgot to take that out and just put free make and take. So just know this is not my card club. This is my make and take packets. Okay, I did misdo that. Okay, Janet, thanks. Okay, Barb, make sure you watch the replay. And then this is make and take packet 2. If you spend $35, I send you this make and take packet. And if you spend $50, you earn all 3 make and take packets. And that is the third one. Okay. And then also, if you shop with me, you can download my Bobby Bucks reward form. And when you fill this out, you have this filled out up here. You earn $40 worth of free Stampin' Up! Products. You just fill this out down here. Let me know what you want, and I order them from Stampin' Up! And have them sent directly to you. Your orders do have to be $50 before tax and shipping and handling. No, that's the only little stipulation about that. And Barb, I did want to tell you too. I have a package I'm putting in the mail to you, and Janet, you as well. I'm a little bit behind, you guys, on my mailing. I'm sad to say, but I am, and I'm trying to get caught up. The end of the month is always so hectic. But we also have a last chance, you guys. It's December 1 through January 3rd, up to 50% off. There's a carryover list and the things that are going away that are discounted. Kathy said she's watching with no sound. She's trying to drown me out. But this is listed on my blog and my Facebook page too, the link. And I do have the PDF for everything that's on there, the carryover and the last chance, you guys. And then, like I said, there was a clearance rack refresh. This is just a screenshot I took. If you guys want to shop that after my live, don't leave to go shop, you guys. And then I'll tell you really quick about my Kit Club. This is a subscription monthly Kit Club that I offer every single month. I've been doing this for almost 2 years. It is still $35 because I haven't had time to update that link. But when I do, it will change to $39. That includes your priority shipping. You have to join by the 20th of every month to receive that month's projects. If you subscribe after the 20th, you'll get what I designed for the next month. And you always receive the make and take packets to create 4 cards. We make 2 each of 4 different designs. So it's 8 cards. I send you the envelopes. Your kit will come with $20 worth of Stampin' Up! Products that you use to create that month's projects. I add you to my private Facebook page for members only, and that's where I post the videos and PDFs. I do both every single month, videos and PDFs. And then after you've been a member for 6 months, you earn a $25 product bonus. You tell me what you want. I, again, order it from Stampin' Up! And have it mailed directly to you. And then if you are on my team, you get all of that for free, you guys. I don't send the make and take packets, but you are added on that page for free to get the videos and the PDFs. And then I just want to remind everybody, if you have been thinking about signing up for Paper Pumpkin, this is such a cute little box that you get in the month every month. I think in the mail every month. I think it's $20, like $19.95. And the one for December is lots of pun. And oh my gosh, I think it's going to be so stinking cute. Okay, let me see. And I just do want to say, you guys, my heart is very heavy today for the families in Michigan. So anybody on here, if you have just a second, let's remember them in prayer, because it's just a tragedy what happened there. I seen a little bit of it on the news today, and it's so sad. But I just wanted to throw that out there. Let's pray. I've just felt like I've had a heavy heart to pray for people and people that are hurting and suffering. And so anybody that's popped in my head today that I can think of, I've been praying for them. Okay. This is the card I'm going to share with you guys today. And I was inspired by the DSP from the Whimsical Trees. I love this DSP. And as you guys can see, it's like a silver background, but I changed it up and used the gold background. And so I think it's pretty elegant, but it's also at the same time super easy to make. Okay. So I'm just going to put that right there so I can take a look at it. And then I have a lot of products. I have 3 trays, you guys. I have cheated and I die cut out the leaves that I'm going to need. I also cheated and had an extra piece of this paper. This is what I'm going to actually use. I'll show you how I did this, but I'm going to use this one just for the drying time, okay? So the tidings and trimmings, the what do you call these? Dies. That's where I got the 2 leaves that I die cut out, and I'll show you. The last time I had these out, I lost one of these dies, guys, so I'm trying to be very, very careful. I haven't taken the time to put these on my magnetic sheet, and I need to do that. So it's this die here and this die. So that is what I used to die cut out these leaves right here, the white ones, okay? This stamp set bundle is actually in our annual catalog. See, there goes one. I gotta get these on magnetic sheets. This is the one I lost, and then my husband found it for me. So that's where I got those from. Then I'll tell you, for this month, for my Kit Club, you guys, I am using the Sweet Little Stocking Suite. So this will be the featured stamp set and the dies. And I want you to look at these dies. I want to say there's 22. Yes, 22 dies. So I used this. I didn't use this. At first I started to use that one, and those were just too small for what I wanted. But I did use the 3 little, like, hollies. The holly berries. So that's where I got those from. And I pre-cut those out, you guys. So you wouldn't have to watch me, because it's going to take a minute. So the sentiment then is coming from the Whimsical Trees. That's the only thing I used from the bundle this time. So that's where I got my sentiment from. I used the Hippo and Friends dies right here for my sentiment label. And then the second layer right here, I embossed using the Textful Tile 3D embossing folder. I'm going to use this beautiful soft velvet mint macaron ribbon. I've been dying to use this, and I was like, yes, I can use it. These kind of blend in, I think, with the gold, the champagne rhinestone, so I'm choosing to use them. And then this is my sentiment. And then, oh, I'm sorry, I did use this stamp from the Whimsical Trees. Totally forgot about that. And I have my tray upside down. What a goof. There you go, so that way you guys can see that. Thanks, Jessica. Okay, so that's my label I used from the Hippo and Friends. This is my piece of Whisper White. This is 4 by 5 1/4, and then I just ran it through that embossing folder. I cut this is the shimmery white, I think. Oh, and I closed this up, and I need this because I have notes on it. So let me open my notebook back up, you guys. So that is the shimmery white cardstock. And this, I think I just cut it at my regular, let me measure it, 4 by 5 1/4. Yep, 4 by 5 1/4. And then I will just trim it down here in a little bit, and I'll show you how we're going to do that. My base I'm using is thick Whisper White. So we'll put that down there, and then just kind of move this off to the side. Now I'm going to use Versamark, my chamois, if I don't forget. I always forget. And then I have my gold embossing powder here. But we're going to start with this tray. Hopefully I don't spill the water. But I'm going to use Mint Macaron ink and Mossy Meadow ink. And then I have my 2 blending brushes. That's how I'm going to color the leaves on the end. And then I have 2 pieces, just in case I mess up. 2 pieces of the shimmery white, and I'm just going to leave everything on this tray, you guys. So what I did was I like to line up my little blocks here with my inks, so that way I know what color I'm going in for, so I don't mess up. So I'm actually going to switch these 2, because I want my darkest color last, because that one can be a little bit tricky to use. But I just put a small amount on my block of each one of these. Just like that. And that's why I like to use this tray, because this can get a bit messy. And then the Mossy Meadow's dark, so you really don't need that much of it. I have my water painter, and I'm just going to drip some water on each one of those to get that diluted. I'm going to grab a paper towel or 2, because like I just said, this can get messy, and I want to be able to clean my brush off. So I just kind of mixed that up, and I already messed up because I need to put my water down first on here. So I just saturated the whole piece of paper. I just saturated it, okay? Then I just went in and kind of did one of these, and then I cleaned it off. And then I separated the Blushing Bride and the Mint Macaron, and then this one is the one you really want to make sure you're careful with, because it can get, like I just said, it can get carried away. And then if you want more, just go back in with more color if you want to darken it up. Just like that. Now this is what I'm using, you guys, we're going to stamp on it. We're going to do that heat embossing. And that's why I kind of cheated on this, because I want to make sure this is good and dry, because I am going to heat emboss, okay, on top of this one. This is the one we're going to stamp, cut our layers on, and all that. And I really wanted a soft look, so I'm not going for anything super dark on this, okay? So, and I think yes, no, why I have two pieces of paper, you guys. We have one that we have to stamp on. I'm going to turn my heat tool on. We have one that we have to stamp on, right? Yes, this is it. Okay, I'm getting confused because I was going to do this card a different way. And I changed my mind and did the Whisper White in the background and did the 3D embossing folder. So I was thinking I had to do two of these. One, I tried this as a background on the, and then put the strips on top, but it was kind of too much. So I changed my mind on that, you guys. I tried doing this several different ways. Okay, that's kind of dry. But what I also want to do, just to add, and then sometimes, you guys, I even take this and turn it upside down and pick up all of that stuff that's on my tray, just to make it splotchy. But I'm going to clean this brush, and then I'm just going to take and flick this. And I'm just going to leave water spots on there, okay? And that's going to be pretty interesting when it dries. You can also use the ink from your blocks and splatter it too that way. And if you want to let it just go the way you're pushing it with your heat tool, you can do that. Or you can pick it up and kind of, you know, maneuver it yourself. But I'm just going to dry that. I'll try to use this piece if I can, just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And see what I mean? I can kind of manipulate where I want the water to go and kind of move it. And then you can dry it from the other side too if you need to. I'm just going to kind of pat it dry there a little bit to help it. I have another idea using the Whimsical stamp set, and if I can make it work the way I want to work, that will be my video for tomorrow. If not, I have another one ready to go. But I have used this bundle so much, you guys. And I'm just trying to make sure I have this really dry because, like I said, we're gonna be doing some heat embossing here in just a minute with this. And I don't want my embossing powder. I don't want embossing powder to stick someplace I don't want it to stick, okay? So let's put that there. Let me move that out of the way. And I'll trade it for this one. Now, what I want to do next, I'm just going to try to lightly swipe that, and hopefully that'll keep any of those from sticking anywhere I don't want it to stick. And I'm going to kind of move this out of the way just for a minute. I'm going to grab my stamp. You guys, I don't normally stamp with my jewelry on, and that is kind of a distraction for me. So you could cut your strips, you guys, first, and then stamp. So that way you're very detailed about where it's at. Just like this one, it didn't really have a lot, you know, down here. But I kind of liked the random. And then if you don't get what you want, then you can go back in after you've cut them and do them. But I just kind of randomly went around, and then once I get a few, oh my gosh, my little chamois. Did I throw that in there, you guys? I probably did. And then once I get a few stamped on here, I'll do like this so that way I can kind of see. Because you kind of forget the embossing powder is very hard to see. And if a few of the flakes do stay on, I don't really mind that much, you guys, because that just, to me, it just adds to the interest of the background. Because I like the grunge of the background. Let's add some more on here and see where we're at. This might be enough, but we'll see. Let me see. I can't remember if I did one there. Nope. I just want to see what it's looking like. And then a paintbrush. You guys can use a paintbrush to flick off any flakes that might have gotten on there that you don't want on there. I'm going to put one, I think, right here. And then I think I'm going to put one here and here and there. And then I'm going to be done with this part. Hopefully I'm not going to get my fingers in any place that I just stamped. To take off that embossing powder, I'm just going to give it a good swirl. And then I think I put one up here, right? I'm not sure if I did one over there. I thought I did. Okay. I think that's going to be enough. I don't want to overdo it. I'm trying to find my paintbrush. So I've got kind of a big flake right there I'm going to take off. Okay, now I'm just going to set that right there really quick. And I'm going to grab my label and we'll stamp our sentiment if I can pick it up with my fingers. Okay, make sure I have it right side up. I'm going to do the same thing. Just put it in the Versamark and then stamp that. And then again with the embossing powder. Okay, and then I need my brush again. I got some flakes. And then just blow on it and that will take all those off. I'm going to get that L again. I feel like I didn't get it very good. And then right there now. Okay, let's melt these two and then I'll show you the leaves, how I did those. I love heat embossing. I don't know if you guys like it, but it is one of my favorite techniques to do. Every time that powder starts melting, it's like, ooh, ah, it's so pretty. And we'll just start melting this. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I can't believe today is December 1 already, you guys. Christmas mode, right? I started decorating my tree last week. I need to post pictures and I haven't had time. But my 3-year-old grandson was here and he started helping me. He was so excited to help. It was so cute to watch him. And I put red bows on the branches, tie them on, and he took all of his and he was like laying them in one spot, and I've still left them there. It's so cute. They're all just laying in one spot. Hey, Mary. Okay, let's let that dry for a minute and then I'll show you guys the leaves really quick. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, I think. Hold on a minute. I want to put this piece of paper down first. Okay, so I'm just going to grab 8 out of here. This is an extra one I did. Put those back in there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. As you can see, I have more than what I need. I'm going to flip this one over because I don't think it's in the right spot. Okay. Or, I mean, on the right side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should be good. Then I'm going to take, I'm just going to move these off the tray for right now. I'm going to take my mint macaron. And I'm going to do 4 of them in the mint macaron. And it doesn't matter which end you do. You can choose that later. But I just kind of dabbed on the ends of them. And you can go as light, just like that. If you want one really dark. And if you want one really light, just go really light. That's all I did for the ends of the leaves. And then let's do Mossy Meadow. I'm just going to clean that off just a little bit. And then it's the same thing. Just, and you can go as high up as you want. I kind of just, oops. I kind of just left it because we'll just kind of blend that one in. That might turn out to look pretty cool. But I just kind of did whatever. I wasn't very particular about how I put that on there. Okay. Now you're going to need your tweezers. For sure. So all I did was I took my tweezers. I picked up from the back end where I didn't have any of the ink. And I just kind of rolled this guy. I didn't want that much. I didn't flip them over like that, you guys. But I just did the corners. And then I just went in and dipped it into the embossing powder. And I'm just going to take that one off there. And so again with this one, then I just walked it kind of around. And you can kind of get as much or as little. And then I just dipped it. Because I really just wanted the edges. I didn't want to cover the whole leaf. I tried doing the top of it and I didn't like that. It was too much. And then you're going to get some excess flakes like I did on that one. And that's okay to do that. But I want to try to wipe off the ends of my tweezers. Try to keep that a little bit clean so that way it doesn't put more on there than what I want. This is the hardest part, you guys, is picking these up. So just walk it around. That's all I did was just kind of walk around the edges. Dip it in the embossing powder. And see what I mean? Like that one got quite a bit more on there than what we needed. But it's okay. And that one. So you're going to get different variances. You're going to get some that has a whole lot. You're going to get some that doesn't have as much. And I feel like I lost one of my leaves because I should have 4 of the darker ones. If anybody sees it, yell and tell me where it went because I don't know now where it went. I have that extra one I can use if I need to. So I'm just going to walk that around. And just lay that one there. I have no idea where that other one went. I don't see it anywhere on my tray. If you guys see it, yell. Tell me where it's at. Because I'm missing one. Okay, just like that. That's all I did. Then it's kind of... I dried mine one at a time. I didn't dry them like this because they're going to blow everywhere. So I am going to kind of scoot them off one at a time when I go to dry them. And you're just going to want to hold it in place. So I'm just going to use my tweezers. Oops, see how it's blowing? I think the next one I'm going to pick up. Because that's what I did. I dipped them. Hold on a minute, guys. I dipped them. And then I dried them all at once. So I didn't do them like I'm doing them here. Because it doesn't take that long to dry them. My heat tool keeps wanting to fly off my table too. And I'm not left-handed. That's really hard to try to maneuver both of these and use my left hand with tweezers. But then just go around and dry. I'm going to turn this off while I pick these up because this is really hard for me to use my left hand to try to do. And you know, like right now I'm taking some of that embossing powder off because the way I'm doing it. If I would have dried them like I did, you're already going to have them in the tweezers. So you guys aren't going to have to worry about that. I was just trying to do that for speed of the video. And now I'm thinking I probably should have just dried them individually as I was doing them because I'm going to be taking off some of that. Let me see if I can. I don't really want to get that embossing powder on the end of my pick tool, but if that's going to help me pick them up, I'll use it. I can change that out later. Thanks so much, Kathy. That's so sweet of you. But yeah, dip them, guys, as you're going. Dip them in your Versamark, then dip them in your embossing powder and dry them all at once. That way you don't have to worry about doing like I'm doing and taking off some of the powder on there, okay? Let's see if I can get this one picked up. And I still don't know where that fourth one went, so usually I drop something on the floor, but I don't see it down here in front of me. So see, this one is really pretty, you guys. It's got like the splatter on there. I hope you guys can see that. And then let's grab this one. And then I just always grabbed from the back where I left it more white, where I didn't put the ink. And so you can kind of put the ones that you get the more embossing powder on. You can kind of put those on top if you need to cover up the ones that you didn't get a lot. Because I'm looking at a couple of them that I did, and the way that I'm doing them, I might have to re-dip them because they don't look like they have a lot on there. See, this one turned out really pretty. It's got just like the right amount. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's hard to focus, but that one has like the perfect amount on there, I think. So let's do this one. There's two that I'm going to re-dip, you guys, because they don't have a lot on them. And see, this one does too. This one has a good amount on it. That one turned out really pretty. But this right here, I'll show you right now. This is exactly, see this one, a lot of it came off. I want to turn it this way. A lot of it came off. So what I did, when I originally did it, I just went around, dip it, shake it, dry it. Roll it, dip it, shake it, dry it, guys. That's my motto for today. And see, you dry it right there as soon as you're going. Okay, I think that's good. We'll just leave it there, you guys. We have to mosey along. I'm going to dry the end of my tweezers off. And I had not did that the other day, you guys. So all I did today when I came down here was I turned my heat tool on. I got it hot and warmed up that powder, and it came right off. Okay, let me grab my trimmer. So like I said, this piece is 4 by 5 1/4. And then you're just going to put it in your trimmer, and you're just going to cut these strips down to 3/4 each. So we're going to get 4. Four is what fits on there. You're going to get more than that, but 4 is what fits on the front. Just like that. And then this one's a little bit wider, but I'm going to churn it and then cut them to 4 3/4. And so here you can kind of be choosy about what end, like this one doesn't have a lot on it. So I'm going to cut that end off because it doesn't have a lot of the embossing on there. I think I'll do this one on that one. And then this one, I'm going to do that end. Just like that. So then you have 4 strips. We're going to flip these over. And you guys could banner these if you wanted to. You could cut them horizontal if you wanted to. But I'm going to grab my dimensionals. And I'm just going to put probably 3 on each one. Put as many as you want, guys. And you can cut these even shorter if you need to cut them shorter. 4 3/4 was just the number I went with when I was doing the card. It's not that it has to be. Okay, let's kind of move those over. Grab my card base. Make sure I have it opening in the right direction. This is the embossed with the embossing folder. So we're just going to put this piece down. So just layer that. Just like that. I'm going to take the piece that has the sentiment on it, and I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on the back. Let's go ahead and put these down first. Then we'll do that. So these I just started out one high. And I watched my side. And then I'm going to drop this one. And I like to turn them So the colors were a little bit mixed up. So like this one has the mint macaron or the mossy meadow. So I'm changing it and putting the darker green at the bottom. And then this one I'm going to go up high. And then this one I'm going to drop down low again. And I'm just going to place them so I can kind of see visually how much of a border and where they need to go. So that way I can kind of get that as close as possible. Okay, and then this one, like I said, I'm just going to drop it down like that. And you don't have to put them even either. You can stagger them so they're not all even, or you can like try to line this one up with that one and then the next one with that one. But I didn't do that. I just did it up and down is all I did. And the mint macaron ribbon, I will tell you guys, would make a very nice. I should have moved that one over a little bit. Let's see if I can pop it up without ripping my paper. Nope, I'm going to leave it. It feels like it's good. I'm going to leave it. It's not killing me that bad. So this would make really good Christmas wrapping on your packages, I think. But I just folded mine in half. You don't need that big of a piece of this. Oh, the scissors are caught. So just kind of cut that piece off. I'm going to straighten that up a little bit. Okay, and then just cut it in half. Whoops, I can't get my thumb out of my scissors. And then I just kind of lined it up like this. I just kind of laid it like that. Oh, I want to flip that around. So kind of lay it like that. And then you can kind of look and see. Let's lay it on here and see. We don't want it to hang off of the card. So let's kind of put it where we want it. And then put that. And then just pick it up just like that. Then I'm going to put some more dimensionals because that's going to help hold that in place where I want it to be. Just like that. And then I'll put one right there. And I might have to grab a new Tombow because my Tombow is kind of running low. Then we're just going to put that right in the middle like that. Okay. Now how we're going to put our flowers together, I chose to do it a dark one and a light one. So I'm going to put these two together. And then this is what I mean is you can kind of see. So I'm going to put that one on the bottom and put this one on top. And then this one, I think I'll do, we want that part to be shown. So let's kind of do this one like that. And then we'll take this one. And of course this one doesn't have a lot of color, but it's got a lot of the heat embossing. So kind of like that. Okay. And then I'm going to cheat and use the one I already have made. Okay. And then just take those little berry tops. We're going to need 4. These are little pieces, guys, so it is a little bit harder to work with them. Now I want to make sure I have them flipped over on the back side. That one is right. Okay. Your tweezers for this project are going to be your best friend. Okay. Then I just took a piece of, or a little bit of the Tombow. And then I just laid that piece right there. I did just like I'm doing right now. I laid everything out visually. And then put them down. That one's already glued for me. And then just visually put them together like that. Then just go back and put a tiny amount of Tombow right at the back. And we'll put those little berries. And I am going to use my, I should have flipped them over the other way, I guess, right? So then you can cover and put them wherever you want them. Whoops. Okay, now I need my tweezers. I got that one flipped over and can't get a hold of it. So just lay them and then just kind of hold them there for a minute. And then we'll put that one right there. And we'll put this one right there. Okay. Now they should be dry enough. I'm going to be very careful. I think they're going to be okay. But now I need to see where I put my mini glue dots. Oh, here they are. So I'm going to, hopefully they're not going to, those little berries aren't going to come off. I'm going to try to be gentle because that Tombow may not have dried yet. So then I just took one Stampin' Dimensional and put on the back of each one, or these are the mini dimensionals. Just like that, okay? And we'll just peel that off. And then you can just arrange them however you want. I just put 2 and 2. Whoops. That one really wants to stick to my finger. And then put this one there. I really hope the image I have in my head for the card I really want to try to do for tomorrow, I really hope it works out, but I'm not sure. I kind of tried it before and then kind of had to move on. And I will be sharing my Kit Club projects, guys. They're just not done, but for the month of December, I will be sharing those probably over the weekend. So this, I just put a couple of these rhinestones. If you don't think that this blends, just leave those off. If you do silver, you know, you could do the silver rhinestones. But that's it, guys. That is my card. It is done. What do you think? I love it. I love how these turned out. I like the soft of the watercolor background, and then I like the embossed. I ended up not using my cheat piece. Okay, guys. What do you think? Any questions for today? Move everything. I always have a mess to clean up after these lives, you guys. Oh, Kathy said she loves that Christmas cheer card. It's beautiful. Thank you very much. Okay, guys. If you don't have any questions, I'm going to go. Don't forget about the clearance rack refresh and the last chance items too. Okay, I will see you guys next Wednesday at noon for my next YouTube live. Thanks so much, you guys, for joining me today. I really appreciate each and every single one of you. And don't forget to comment and share, even if you're watching the replay. Subscribe, hit the little bell button, so that way you get notifications. And in case I haven't told you guys, if you do hit that bell notification, I've been scheduling these on Wednesdays. It'll send you a reminder, and you can hit the reminder button, so that way you know and you won't miss the YouTube lives. Okay, guys, I will see you next week. I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your week. Bye-bye.